And ECLOT are on the CT side start.
And Mikey trying to get some anti-rush util down, trying to get those Jawlies aggressive, but just gets domed in from Matties. What a start to the map.
First blood drawn appropriately with that regional rivalry. Again, Eli said he would love to play this match on LAN. Mikey to be the first victim of the ECLOT side. Fatic. You're around the corner and start leaning up towards Banana. You've got Eli that holds the B-side defensive, but in a very active angle. If he goes down quick, then the round is over.
The Eli just needs to try and get one. I think if he gets one kill, then the retake is workable, but it's a good start here for Fatic.
Matties does go down, and Eli return towards passiveness of the CT cross. There are no smokes for him to resist the execution. He's got to take the fights out. Teammates are on the way in, however, so backs up. Fear and Jambo will get seen. Jambo goes down next to Crims. Was good for a responsive, so a 3-on-3. BlameF up a tree, his Glock to fight against Detour. Detour takes the advantage now for ECLOT.
Forzy could just wait out this smoke, and Crims and Fear need to try and fight against the rotators quickly, because Fear is now going down. I think it's up to Crims to recover this round.
He's trying to pick up and switch between pistols. Fear needs to swing upon that player back here towards the coffins. Picked up in the end. Detour makes it a triple in the round. ECLOT will hold the pistol. Fatic have it much worse. At least Ents made it towards those decider playoffs, and Fatic got eliminated during the Swiss stage at 1-3. Damage can eliminate Mikey from the round here. Eli, 3 kills for him. Does get caught back, so a little bit of damage can be done to the CT forces. That smoke in the way also allows that bomb to potentially get planted. I don't think Nubik's going to be in a position to deny it. Tapped once by Fear. Yeah, so cash injection for Fatic. A very good eco overall. Make it a third pick, that'd be even better, but Nubik takes BlameF down. Now it's all Fear, all alone, 44 HP. It's about 1 headshot up from range. A fight goes well. The second. A spray is awkward to the third, though. Detour just given a breather. BlameF leaning forward. Finds a great fight onto Mikey. Kill found. Eli. M4 sets. 2 players swing in. 1 goes down after bomb being dropped for it as well. HG's against the man. 13 points of health. Eventually, he's going to get run down with a numbers game. Fatic have an open and free B bomb site, but they do not act just yet. They're going to hold out past the smoke. Nubik just walks right into him. Jambo with the kill. Forzy now lone defender of the A bomb site. Crims is going to get caught off with that casualty. And that sends them right back into the B execution. Only Detour to defend them here. Does swing well into the first fight. Gets to a 2 versus 2. Might have to wait for his backup to get here though to attempt the retake. It's a very good pickup. Fatic. Much better start than the close from the previous. The M4 swings anyway. Detour picks up the casualty. The trade is good. It's Jambo alone. Swing wide from Forzy. Doesn't go well for him. Shots of access. Smoke deeper. Eli has been seen. BlameF couldn't adjust towards the man. A margin of 3 points of health. Nubik follows it up in the meantime, so it's a 5-on-3 for ECLOT. Triple man crossfire. Gonna wait and bait until the very last moment. Fig with a bomb on his back. Matties needs to keep his head set towards the back lines. Fights on towards Nubik first for that kill, leaving Fear defenseless. He'll go down as well. Crims save his AK. He's got a little bit of cash. He will die before time.
So what it has to be is dry faces, and Detour has been caught on that lurkout. That's Crims in the apartments.
Frag out towards the short access. Jambo's taking Mikey. Eli going back and forth with 2 of his own. Fear makes it a 2 versus 2. That bomb is on his back, and the rotations may be called up here. Crims is wary of a potential action out towards the apartment. Forzy is going to wait on top of quad, though.
And Forzy is trying to make the info play, trying to see if he can catch the reposition. He's expecting a play out from brackets, and instead he was expecting Crims to go deep into the apartments. I think Nubik might as well just save. I don't think there's any point going for this round.
A few AKs dropped out there. No AWP, I think, was brought into the round for ECLOT, or for Fatic rather. He's actually going to wrap all the way back in towards mid, so he's going to go for something. Got a defuse kit, got a smoke, HE and flash as well. The AK will watch and wait, and will just get swung upon. Fantastic headshot for the Swede. Triple for Crims.
So your star player, your big rifler, is 1-3. Fear is hearing a lot of this movement towards the top of Banana, and see heavy players, instead of cancelling, they try and brute force more trades.
They do get there in the end. BlameF is low HP, and that could leave a chance for Detour here. No, they counter rotate. They decide to go back in towards the A play. Crims has walked his way up. I don't think he's got all the info on Nubik, though. USP, only good for the 1 frag on BlameF, it should be. HP against that man. Short access needs to be taken. They're going to clear out majority of their corners. With a look at the balcony as well. Not blame F. USP can tam him down. Jambo going to get the trade. Detour's grabbed an AK with Kevlar. Fatic. Jambo can beat Detour though. Goosh down at 50 points of health. The Molotov coming against him. Crims drops in and picks him up. Advantage now for Fatic. Smoto smoke. Keep Eli at bay, and alongside Nubik getting caught out to brackets, so it's once again dismantling from the favourites, the T side of Fatic. Number 6 to their board. Mikey's orb at least doesn't quite fall down to the hunt of blame F. But the round is already lost for ECLOT, and they know it.
To me, it just feels like a flat showing from ECLOT. It doesn't feel poor, but it feels flat. And I think when you get into these play-in games, when there's a lot on the line, you can't afford to have a flat performance because you're just going to get outclassed.
And the knife kill from Crims coming in on Mikey just to ensure that it gets even better for their own economy state. They can't save that weapon. Eli doesn't get searched upon all the way. Blame F down. Matty's got Eli going down next in the 4-on-4. They look to hold, and decent kill in from Detour, but it's traded immediately by Jambo. Only left to an SMG up in the apartments. A lot of players out there, in fact, for the ECLOT side. AK to fight from Crims. He might think it's clear that there might be the chance for the second man to strike. Fear is not safe for that angle. Nubik's revealed himself. The last rotator, and Mike is going to grab an AK on the way in. Fought back by Jambo, gets killed off. Nubik all alone, tapped up. Wonderful shot for Quadra. Smokes down at Coffin's going to cut those rotations, but are they going to check all the way to the extremities here? Jambo's low with the bomb on his back. Blame F. Going to search, swing in, kills found. Wonderful shot from the Dane. And ECLOT forced away from B, maybe forced out of the round falls. He's trying to pick it to a 3-on-3 though. But it's just the 2 men here at CT.
It was surprising to not even see Jambo using that molly anywhere. Nubox, Dark. He holds on to it, and he won't be using it in the post plant. Ditto wants to try and get out to that AK, but you can feel that there's nothing in it because Nubik's not activating. He's out there towards passive ramp. He's not really moving. Fawzi gets a kill, and it's a shame because fights are presenting, but you're not in a position to retake the bomb site, and you save again. You just give another round over to the internationals.
Good exit frags from the AWP, so it's just minimal impact being found by him. Fatic leading the charge quite staunchly here. Swinging for Jambo, getting the pick. Eli down. Second man to fight. Mikey seems to have the utility. Smokes up, and Jambo still wins it. He's just too good. The one trade on the lurker means nothing in the state of the bomb take. It's B site open for business. Bomb plant secured. And Jambo there to cut the rotators off before they even get to a retaking position.
It's mad that Jambo is this aggressive in CT without a teammate in sight. Gets himself a first. Oh, and he makes it 2. Oh, they're just styling on them now, aren't they?
Yeah, he's having a game. 16 kills. Give him the ace. Go on, Fear. Hide from Detour. Hide away. Nah, take the fight. Doesn't matter too much about the ace. 9-3 is the big numbers, and those are the numbers that favour Fatic. Their raw contact in towards mid, seeing players in from the second entrance. Fawzi quick peek back. Nubik doesn't get caught off by Crims, so maintaining the man deficit. Still favourable towards ECLOT, though that bomb. The sandbags, the default plant. Mikey swing, good kill. Secondary 2 versus 3 as Fear can trade one player from range. He needs to support blame F, another player as a kit, so no time left on the clock. One more casualty to take. Oh, Detour pops him a fantastic headshot in the second man as well. There you go, pistol win for ECLOT, just what they needed. ECLOT. Special execution on the A bomb site ahead of them. Fast plays up, very little time to really contend with the M4 at blame F. Cut down by Mikey, and his flick back to his head. Jambo beyond the smoke is caught by Detour at the apartments. Crims can hold on for only so long. Matty's trading. Head of that moto smoke's been missed at a small gap there, but all he can do is damage to the remaining 3. And with him being tagged up to 20, it's back out and save for Fatic. ECLOT.
You've got Fear and Matties that could probably drop an MP9 each. Maybe Crims buys an MP9 as well. Maybe a Deagle armor. I don't think it's worth buying it down all the way.
We see so many of the individuals kill on the first man. Continues that spread of the second as well. Nubik and Eli are down. Crims needs support, though he gets almost a 3rd kill. Fawzi's low now. The AWP shot. Jambo connects against the first. Mikey swinging up. The AWP v AWP fight goes well for Jambo. Not an AWPer in that T-side roll. Now Detour in a 1 versus 3. Bomb out in the open. Trying to force out a kill back. It does at least get the frag, so we can plant it down now on the site itself. Tap it once to try to force a fight on Blame F. He's trying to isolate these individual duels, and he's doing well for it. One man left here, tapping it for a second time. And Matties is close. But I think he might have called his bluff. Up on the balcony, he'll wait for contact, he'll wait for vision to reveal. Smoke's about to clear. Who's hearing Sue first? And Matties reads it better. The smoke comes in perfectly. Fear. Wait and play anti-flash. HG's in against them as well. He peeks back in, catching Eli, not fully blinded. Shots of Jammer connect to another man. Finally, Fear will drop, but now the SMG play Rep is on the scene. A spray down 1.5. Damn near 2. Detour on 3 points of health. Tapping the bomb. Hoping to get another frag out of it. Jambo doesn't even get the no-scope. The USP is good enough for the kill to return and for the advantage. That's with the curveball of curveballs to get back in the series. HG's have already landed so well on Mikey and co. Mikey at only 12 points of HP. Flash in, kill found. Fear has mowed through 2 more. The end is nigh for ECLOT now. Surely they can't recover this.
Tactically, Fatic have looked really strong across both the first half and the second. And Crims isn't even required against the AWP, and there it is, 13-7. A good showing for Fatic, and similar signs to what we saw in that.
Jambo. Over the fight, Eli, kill gets found, and Nubik gets another one as well. Blame F having to dive out of the way. Hold the A bomb site with some sort of trade frag in some capacity. He does get one out of it, but Detour quick and responsive. So ECLOT, much like their second half, their T side of Inferno will get the pistol out on the T side of Dust 2 as well. Matty's 1-on-4 can only trade one man. Definitely not retake material here.
Hope to try and get the one short player, but there shouldn't be any more than that. Backstab's coming through from Mikey. Detour just needs to waste time.
He smokes down Nubik, and his swing doesn't get what he wants to. Jambo going to recognize the fact that it was all a lurk play anyway. 2-1-2 splits, Blame F. Blind firing does find Falsey. Beyond that smoke, a little bit of a gap generated by the sprays. Eli leaning in, thinking that Matties is not a threat at car, and watching the window, loses the bomb, and probably loses the round with it. 2v5. Mikey and Detour, also the low HP players here, just all sorts of disadvantages. Matties will swing for the kill on that scout player. Mac then a Detour. Nice to be upgrading towards the rifle if possible. Fighting Blame F though doesn't let it happen. And Fnatic are on the board. All of them will form up towards the A execution. You've got Jambo and Fear. Jambo having a hell of a map as well in that last one. And for very good reason. Good shot of the first. Falsey and Mikey trade it. Fear gets back on the attack here. Detour's going to trade it to a 1-on-1. 1v2 clutch for him overall. AK recovered, and Crims coming in real quick here towards short. He's going to slow it down, protect the information. And now Detour can just stay put. Crims needs to swing up. And he's going to find his man. When's Detour going to make the swing and the strike? Trick burst from both sides. The M4 continues to look for the headshot, and finally Crims will get it. And he'll get the round with a defuse in for Fnatic. And that gives Fnatic time to start rotating back away. They haven't seen the execution on A, so Crims will join the party. Smoked off at the doors, but he'll get towards the window. Molotov's towards the back of Plat. Sees the 2 swinging out. Eli picks him up, and now the bomb gets dropped. Secondary adjustment back for Matties. Ah, the triple sequence as well. He's on form now. ECLOT shut down.
A cold from Matties, playing anti-flash out there from the big box. Using Crims as just a bait, take that attention away, and then just slightly overextend the angle. Peek to the right-hand side.
Especially because Fnatic feel like they are well on form to make this very simple affair on Dust 2. ECLOT still early doors, but even so, Jambo and his big shot back there. AK's in hand. They do get a couple kills out. Nubik will trade one. The AK picked up cannot apply to Fear, who holds the back lines, holds the AWP, holds the round, holds the 5-2 for Fnatic. Fnatic will not like that. What they will like is a playoff position. Look at the forward face here towards the tunnels. Jambo's AWP is caught, but watch out for Blame F. Double AWP setup involved. He's not going to see anybody. Extension's not quite there for him. Fear. HG just missed the body block on Mikey. Position himself out towards the corner to wait for Longhouse contact. Wind the fight alongside Crimson from mid. Eli trades back one. That's the bomb been seen though. Detour. Can he find a responsive, or will he just give away information away towards the CT side and know that ECLOT will be divided?
It's really strange to see Blame F on the AWP. I know that he's playing a B-site anchor in this round in particular, where he's tried to scale up the angle, take the space away, but I kind of want that AWP off of his hands as quickly as possible, because the amount of rifle power that you get from him, I think it's just wasted with him having an AWP.
What are you talking about? Legendary Danish AWP Blame F?
Oh, yes, of course. Bait F, done it again.
Oh, he's fortunate not to lose anything in this round if Fatic. Blame F so close to spotting the man. The smoke's in the way though. Jambo gets him instead. Short access is claimed. Nubik lean in and Blame F shuts him down. He gets his AWP frag in the end. Tech 9 of Eli have almost caught Jambo off guard, but the USP is quickly switched out to the Deagle from range. Cannot hit. Close range. Jambo, is he going to be ready for him though? AK with the AWP tunnel vision towards mid. Just takes the kill on the first man. That will force Fatic into the save call. ECLOT will finally break the streak and all down to Mikey and his forward play.
Well, it's a really awkward timing because normally it's been the AWPs maintaining mid. Blame F's been holding it quite consistently. Jambo's kind of been doing the same. And then Mikey just finds a window of opportunity where there's just no mid player and he walks out completely. I mean, contact is basically made as he gets to the window there on B. Excellent work from Mikey and finally a little bit of something being generated from them.
They're coming out towards the B bomb site quick. Out the open is Crims, caught by switching utility towards Matty's Detour. Has made the double entries happen this time. ECLOT's finally beginning to truly answer back.
But for Fnatic, they just get caught in a timing there. Eli should get the player out towards spawn. AK might have to try and back off and wait for teammates to come in. Alrighty, ECLOT have got something to work with now.
Quick out for Detour. Fear with 2 on the mowdown. HG sent. Smokes up. Mikey's going to get blocked and Blame F just gets his pick in alongside Jambo as well. Just overwhelmingly stomping from Fnatic. And I think Matty knows exactly where Fawzi is. Bit more like it to close the half at 8-4. Fnatic are back on a roll. Maybe if he can raise that basement, ECLOT will get given a lifeline. They've let a lot of map control go the way of Fnatic. Mid uncontested. Short is where they hold up in right now. There's only one player on the B defensive, that being Detour on the Julies. Smoke's coming down to telegraph some sort of mid to B play, but it's all seeming to come up towards that position as well. Crims will hold inside of the tunnels. Mike is going to hear those footsteps. Crims to get this kill in. Detour checks it, and there goes the casualty. Now the CT start their rotations. Became defend the bomb site. USP and Mikey, very messy fight, but it comes towards his favor as Fear goes down. The bomb will get planted. The retake is on as Blame F gets one pick back in mid. He is traded by Eli. Jambo needs to get some sort of fright back on his player in the tunnels. He finally secures him. Now it's all of the CT rotators, and Jambo is all alone to do so. 1v3, can't get the heads, and ECLOT retake the site for a pistol win. T-side still with a lot of favoritism. The bomb plant bonus is actually not going to lead itself into a fourth by for Fnatic. They want to get those rounds out early, and that's the reason why Matty's just drive-bys Fawzi. Eli and Mikey can hold together. They still lose another one of those picks, and Eli roughly detected beyond that smoke. Fear can't finish him. The bomb was dropped as well, so Fnatic now lost their leverage. See if they can get that third pick out of the round. Crims is creeping closer. The bomb was dropped over at CT as well, so this might get even more difficult for the T-side line. No, it was actually dropped there on top of short, but with the Crimson's death, it doesn't matter anyway. Fear 1v3 to get one more pick out of it.
Bit of a shame that they don't quite catch the Eli, considering how much damage they really put against him. This P250 would just like one more, make the CT uncomfortable with the money line. I mean, that's something that we've seen from the Pistols, is even though it's been very good starts to all of the halves, they've struggled on the anti-eco. So as soon as we get into the first gun round, you lose it and you just double eco, you reset, your money is just always atrocious.
And 2 players are low, so if Fear gets his position right, he might just be able to claim a bit more than just a single pick. Detour swings on him, so not going to be allowed. Out towards CT, HEs will come down, do some damage, but Jambo's going to get the kill. Detour and Nubik need to defend because Jambo's cut off the rotators and they might not even get a chance to defend. They will find him on the swing back, but the A site being opened up by those 2 kills leaves Fnatic in with a plant, a man advantage, and probably no retake from the opposition. A kill comes in from Eli towards top mid, so 3-on-3 established, but Fnatic have got smokes on their entryways.
It looked like they were going to go for it, just that split hesitation. Now, if they hold on to 3, they can still give themselves a pretty good buy round into the next. It depends if they get tempted. Do they get baited into trying to tempt this 3v3?
Fatic. They took all these players out. There'd be nothing for ECLOT to work with. And with that kill on Nubik, Eli's committed all the way up towards long, so he's in the open. He can't just run. He has to stick around and fight, at least defend himself somewhat, and he just gets picked up. Detour, the only player to hold on to a rifle, the only man to survive. Fatic on 9.
Who hasn't even had the AWP in his hands much on Dust 2. He's individually been outclassing.
Frags to start for the CT side. Detour, I think he takes down his own teammate. All blinded by those flashbangs put out by Fatic, but they find zero success out there. That bomb isolated in mid. Crims could end up conceding the round. Nubik and Mikey. 2 men set and ready. Please. Oh, they found a lineup. Crims toes down, however, so they have lost that bomb and can get recovered quickly by BlameF, who gets only damage on the next trade attempt. Now it's Fear alone in the 1-on-4 ECLOT. They needed a break like this. Only 1 casualty taken off the back of that long challenge. Damage making some noise to ensure their attention is pulled away from the B bomb. Where the hit's coming in, he actually swings for a casualty, sees that next man as well. That draws Detour out of the bomb site. Eli can finally get the kill. Now Fatic have to go.
You have to try and work that timing because Ditour's now come back in, and this is where he could be on for the multi.
Fear and Crim swing out first. BlameF can use that bait for a kill back and a follow-up as well. Low HP for him. Fear's got no Kevlar. But Eli is in a 1-on-2. Smoke's in the way. Fear close towards it as well. Is he going to sneak through the door? Might consider it. A backstab from BlameF also closing in. So Eli's on a timer. Leaning forwards. Smoke will fade. Man's going to be seen, and Fear connects his headshot. Fatic are here to kill the Tream before it even gets going. First frag for Jambo. He's killed Detour. Mikey, gets caught switching to utility. The flashbang didn't even catch him. BlameF round the corner in mid-door. Forzy's down. Eli in a car. Needs a hero-like sequence. Can only get 1. Nubik in a 1-on-4 is consigned to his fate. ECLOT cannot do it. And the 3-2 Swiss into this decider matchup, they will be eliminated. And before they get to Prague, Fatic, however, will win this series. At 13-7 on both maps and a 2-0 overall, they booked the last spot in the Conquest of Prague.
And for Fatic, first LAN in 2020.